In the last video, I'd taken this Roban 600 Airwolf out to the field and was trying to do a shakedown flight of it, and ran into some issues with the retracts not retracting. We did get one good flight. I had Matt do the first flight on it. Now, prior to taking it out there, I had this out in my backyard. I was doing hover flights, and the retracts worked fine. Then we get out here to the field, and I was, all right, Matt, go ahead and do the first flight on this thing, and it was fine. And then I went and did I was using the same battery, so I was just wanting to do some close hover on it because I only had to be like a minute or so on it. But that's when the problem started happening. But one of the things that when I was putting this together, I couldn't really find any good images or videos of anybody else put one of these together on the retracts. And why I want to point this out is, and I'll show this here, is the manual that came with this is apparently for an older fuselage model of this Airwolf, because they use the bell crank system for the retracts, and what they show in the manual on how to put the retracts together versus the parts that come with it is the two don't add up. And what I ended up finally doing was going to Roban's website and downloading an updated manual, a PDF, and that helped. But it would have been nice if I could have gotten some clear images or video on YouTube to say, see someone else, hey, how did y'all do it? So this is what this video is. So if anybody else is putting one of these together, this is how I did it. It's not beautiful. I think the 800 Airwolves, the retracts are, each wheel is probably self-contained, so that's be nice. But so yes, I fixed this after the last flight's issue, and real quickly I'll show you what the problem was, and I'll show you the insides here and show you how the bell crank works. Okay, the first thing I really want to show you here is this is the manual, and what it has here is this. I'll flip it here sideways on the inside. It's showing the front retract, and then it has the rear retracts back here, and it shows these long rods here, and so it's using I think one servo is supposed to go right here, and it's supposed to handle all three of the retracts. In this model, that's not how they do that. So here, we're going to open this thing up and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so here's the inside of the Airwolf, and I've already got it plugged in. I've got some nose weights there because it's tail heavy. So it's a bell crank system, and so on the original instructions on the front nose gear, it showed where the front servo would be right here, and then you would have two connecting rods that would go here and then connect to the back retracts back in here, and then that would take care of everything. But that's not how it works on the new setup. On the new setup, you get parts for two servos, and so the front servo goes here, obviously, and just takes care of this front retract, and then you have the second servo that goes in the back and handled, still it's a bell crank, and you see that it has this carbon fiber. I'll try not to get it blurry here. This carbon fiber part that comes with it, and it screws into your servo horn. And the issue that I had on the last video was that the screw backed out, which I didn't have Loctite, but it also caused I had another servo horn on here. It caused it to strip out. I've replaced the servo horn, and I've Loctited this in. You have to get the geometry right on here. This thing is you're just going to spend a lot of time on it, and just because if you're going to try to copy mine, it may not be exact. So The other thing is, as you look in here, we glued in a piece of plywood in here to set the mechanics on. So anyhow, this is how it looks. So the retracts at this point are in the down position, and I've got them on 2 separate channels, so that way I can control them, you know, the servo endpoints separately. And so I'm going to go ahead and put the retracts up. And so I also have them on different speeds. Now, put them down. If you hear it slamming, I do that on purpose because I have the speeds in the rear retracts going fast, because if I have it any slower, they won't go up all the way. And so what will happen is the wheel retracts will kind of hang down a little bit because it'll be too slow. And so I'm just forcing them up there, and then they stay up there because the servo's holding it in there. One of the things is whenever you buy the fuselage from Motion RC, it says, hey, these are the servos that it recommends, the high-tech HS430BH for the retracts. It's okay for the front retract. It's not okay for the rear. You need something, let's get blurry, you need something that has high torque. I don't have the part number. I'll look it up and put it in the description, but you're going to need something that has high torque to be able to push that. I did try to use this this type of servo for the rear to push those. It won't. It'll jam, or it'll just sit there. It can't push both the retracts. At least I couldn't get it to, so I had to get a high torque servo to push it. But yeah, so I just wanted to, if anybody's building one of these and needs to get an idea on how the geometry looks, on how the retracts look and how they work, that's how I got it to work for mine. If anybody has any better suggestions or comments, feel free. But that's it. There you go. I'll probably speed up my front retract too, but you know, yeah, that's it. And then I'll put the mechanics back in and take it back out to get another flight. All right, I appreciate everybody watching.